better. Just trying to relax and to do what I got to do. Cause I'm comfortable. I don't care. I'm about as comfortable as I can get tonight. I'll tell you what, because my neck is absolutely sore. Not really, no. Yay. Buddy. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Now, transmission is unstable due to a weak connection. Why are you on a weak connection? Shouldn't be having any problems. Okay. I think we're live. Pretty sure we're live. Pretty sure we had a really good day too. Because we are in Wisconsin. Test number 1 complete. Test number 2 is trying not to cough as much. Hold on one second, guys. I'm still fighting this awful cough of mine, and there's something else around here. I'll tell you what. Oh, where are you? There we go. I really should put this in reach of other things here. Ricola. Good stuff, that is, right? It's always a good day when good, awesome, beautiful. All right, where was I? What was I talking about? First and foremost, where's my phone? Oh, right here. All right, found it. I'm trying to get comfortable, guys, because it has been a long day for me. And yes, I have a neck pillow kind of hoodie thing because it helps me with my neck and it works like a charm. But we've made it to Wisconsin. And let me tell you, that was a good day. I don't know how I managed to make it, but I did. No, I did. A lot of support, a lot of good things. We were in North Carolina. Now we are in Wisconsin, and we're not at like just itty bitty part of Wisconsin. We're like, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but we're there in that Wisconsin kind of deal. You know, we're near Green Bay. Let's put it that way. We are near Green Bay. And that's fun. Austin, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Are you having a good day? Did we have a good day? Yes. So, today we started in where did we start? I know we were at Love's last night, and I'm going to see if I can't find the Love's that we were at last night. Because wow. It wasn't. You're doing good. Day was good. Oh, very good. I'm glad your day was excellent. Was that the one, Oakwood, Illinois? Was that the one I was at last night? Was that the one last night that I was at? Let me look on Trucker Path. Yep, got a new truck. Yep, I sure did. Surely did. I got a new truck, and that's Ohio. Nope, that's Indiana. Indianapolis. Perfect. There we go. Yeah. That's better. Was that the one I was at last? No, that was not the one I was. No, that wasn't there last night. That's Dayton, that's why. We need to go further east, sir. So, we did good. We drove 1,300 miles in just 2 days, basically. About 650 miles a day. Started Friday night. Drove 100 miles or so Friday night. Got all the way to the beginning of Indiana yesterday. And then today from Indiana up to here. So it was a good journey, to say none the least. I was quite happy with it, you know. Richmond, Mount Canary. Hey, what's up, James? Welcome. Yeah, I'm back to doing trucking streams. So, I sure am. Yep, that's the one. Yep. This is the one I was at last night. Richmond, Indiana. And it only gets a 3.6. I can see why they get only a 3.6. Wasn't very good. I can attest to that because it wasn't very good last night. But, yeah, we did, actually, no. That is not the one. No, yes it is. Yes it is. I'm looking at it backwards because that's the scale. Yeah, we're good. So, we did a lot yesterday. Did a lot today too, you know. I didn't join no chat room. Oh Lord, what is that up to now? No thank you. Atlantis is doing good. She is sleeping in the driver's seat. I'm in the back of the bunk, just resting, just laying here, being my normal goofy self as always. John, what's up? How's it going, bud? You doing all right? Oh yeah, I'm back. I tried streaming earlier. I don't know what's going on with my streams lately, guys. I apologize. I gotta get a new headset because the headset I have is apparently defective, or something's wrong with it because it's not working correctly. Nice, John. Yep, she sure does. She loves to take naps. Atlantis is one to take naps throughout the day and stay awake all night. That's what cats do. That is exactly what they do. Which, by the way, guys, I want to show you what I got. I just bought something which is You know, you go to these small mom and pop's truck stops, they actually have some really cool stuff, by the way. By the way, guys, my girlfriend, she got me these custom sleeping pants things that has Atlantis' face on it. I found that to be a cute little thing that she did for me. Let me show you guys what I bought recently here. Hold on one second, guys. What did I do? There it is. Oh, pardon me. That's what I got. Pepper's pets and their household staff reside here. That is it. So, where am I going to put that? I don't know yet. I have no idea where I'm going to put that yet. But yeah, I got this at the truck stop here, and I find that to be very cool. That's what I like, you know. John, what's up, everyone? So I got this at the truck stop just recently because, you know, let's face it, you don't get to see certain things all the time. So when I was in there, I was looking for a radiator coolant thing for my truck because I think I might have a leak in my radiator coolant thing, but I'm not sure yet. I have to do some more diagnosis on that and find out exactly what's going on, because a couple nights ago my coolant light came on, and I don't know if it's normal for a truck to use a little bit of coolant, just I don't know. But anyway, that's beside the point. Does your cat kiss and purr? Yes, she does. She, not a he. She does. She does. So what she does, man. But so I'm at a truck stop. I'm got my appointment tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I thought about going there tonight and parking, but I really don't want to park at that location yet, if I can avoid it, which is exactly what I did. So we'll have a pre-planned load maybe tomorrow. I'll get this unloaded. By the way, they have a do-it-yourself trailer washout at this facility, which I will be doing because it saves me money, or it saves the company's money. So yeah, it's actually been quite good, you know. But it's actually quite nice, you know. So yeah, it was quite nice actually. So what are the comments saying about this? That's the Reaper kicking in. Oh yeah, no, I plan on it. I got my license till 2000. 2030, and then I gotta renew it again, so it's like, eh. But, no, I plan on doing this job for a while, because it's rewarding, just to be able to drive. It's quite rewarding at times, guys. It truly is. It's quite nice to be able to travel the countryside and be able to relax at the same time when days allow me to. You know what I mean? But now that I'm in with a new particular position, responsibility / division, I'll call it, because now I'm doing reefer, and instead of doing dry van, I now do reefer, which is basically having a big refrigerator unit on the front end of my trailer, cooling down the entire trailer, so I can haul different products at more of a variety, in my opinion. So that's the plan. Yeah, I won't get locked in. I have a safety method for that. If I hook the lock up correctly, you can't get locked in. So, yeah. And I think it's absolutely one. Yeah, absolutely. I got a different company. I'm not going to name the company, but I'm with a company that does reefer, and that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, definitely, you know. So far, what I've learned is there's a lot more mental stimulants. Like, I'm having to do a lot more stuff with this job than what I was doing at my last job. I have to make sure the temperature stays accurate. I have to make sure that the setting on the reefer unit is correct. I have to make sure that the reefer unit works by doing a pre-trip, and which is simple enough as in terms of hitting a button, letting it do its pre-trip. As a matter of fact, I was doing a pre-trip about an hour ago. Hit the pre-trip setting. And it's more or less of did the pre-trip. I come back out and I got a message from my company saying, warning, your reefer unit is set to the wrong setting. Please make sure your reefer unit is set on such and such temperature with such and such, and it's still a set. Run continuous mode. Well, here's the thing. I did the pre-trip setting because I have to do a pre-trip setting at least once during the trip. I do one before the trip, and I have to do one while doing the trip itself. It's not going to hurt the product. It's not going to hurt the trailer. It's just going to run another set of pre-trips that it needs to do for, better lack of terms, fault itself, right? And, I got a thing, and I called dispatch. I said, hey, I did a pre-trip. They're like, oh, okay, so disregard that alarm. That's perfect. But I get messages on my phone alerting me to my reefer unit if there's something wrong with the reefer unit. Now, if I'm driving, there's no way I'm going to see the message because this app that I have locks up when I'm driving, which is really good. But if I see something pop up, I'll call dispatch, or dispatch will call me and say, hey, pull over and look at your reefer unit, and you tell us what you're seeing on your end. See if we need to address it. That's always a good thing. That I get the alarms. Now, the night before, after doing a live call, which is another thing I have to do with this company, is a live call, basically going over the information of the bill of lading that I received, that I give to them to make sure that my reefer unit is set correctly and that it is in operational working order. So, when I get the initial request for the job, or the pre-trip, the pre-plan, it says an estimated temperature setting. They tell me what to set the reefer at initially, so that way when I get to the shipper, the reefer is set at the estimated temperature setting. Once I get to the shipper that is giving me the product, either I have a preloaded trailer or a loaded trailer, or it's a live load, should I say. Well, in this case, this current run that I'm doing it was a preloaded trailer. So I basically set my reefer at 28 degrees Fahrenheit, because that's the temperature that it needed to be set as. And when I got to the shipper, they did their, which, by the way, guys, drive-in, they're not really particularly picky about the inspection. They look at it, make sure there's no holes in it, and make sure that the lights work and the landing gear works, if they're really particular, and to make sure that there's just not dirty on the inside, like a whole bunch of stuff. With the reefer division that I've noticed is check-ins at customers are a lot more strict. They want to check the temperature, not just what it's reading, but the actual temperature by pointing a temperature gun at it, a thermometer, basically, and checking the actual temperature of the trailer that's inside the trailer. If it is too hot for their liking, they'll have you sit on the side and wait for it to cool even further, if it's a live load. Now, sometimes when it becomes into a dropping hook, sometimes they'll have me leave the reefer running, and they'll turn it off when they need to. But in that case, they have to have a full tank of diesel, which the diesel holds, from what I can gather, about it can hold about 20 to 25 gallons of diesel for the reefer tank that I've estimated. I know when I filled up my reefer tank on my last fill up, not this one, but the prior, it took about 12 gallons, and that was at a half a tank. So I'm estimating it to be about 25-gallon tanks here on those units. So it can last about 12, Well, if it's on, it could last a while, actually. So it depends on if it has a continuous mode or if it's a stop and start mode. Or it also depends on how hard the reefer unit has to work that day or on this load. That will dictate how fast you have to fill up the reefer unit. Hence why they open up the card that I use all the time for reefer fuel. So if I need reefer but I don't need diesel, I can just get reefer fuel without diesel fuel for the truck, which is really nice because sometimes I don't need diesel but I need reefer fuel. And then when I fill up my truck, I always top off my reefer fuel, like I did this last time when I filled my truck up this time. I went ahead and topped off the reefer fuel, which took about 4 gallons or so. So it's like, okay. What else? They're keeping me running. Like, I've ran every single day since I've started. I've ran all the way from Kansas to the East Coast, and now I'm up into the Midwest. I'm in Wisconsin right now. I went from Kansas to Pennsylvania, from Pennsylvania to Virginia, and then from Virginia to North Carolina, and then from North Carolina all the way up to Wisconsin now. So I have done in the last week roughly 1448 plus, let's see, plus 961 plus 136 plus 1150. 3,695 miles I have done in a week. 1 week. Monday to now. Almost 4,000 miles, guys. What is your least favorite state to drive in and why? So, my least favorite state to drive in would have to be West Virginia and Maine. Why is there 2 states? Well, Maine, because there's nothing coming out of Maine. West Virginia, because the mountains absolutely kill your MPG mileage. And it's really rough on your engine for West Virginia. Now, New York, I'm perfectly fine with the upper part of New York. New York and the upper part, the big part of New York, not the little part of New York, the Long Islands and all that, but the big part of New York, I like. The small part of New York, like Manhattan, Long Island Beach, the suburbs, no, forget it. I want to stay away from that area. I am perfectly fine with running anywhere because that's what my job requires. However, New York itself, in terms of the city of New York, like the Long Island part of it, Philadelphia, Boston, Massachusetts, depending on where in Massachusetts, that mid-east, the northeast part, I really don't like. But it's all because of the congestion, but mainly the time it takes. It kills your clock. It really kills. If I ran Midwest, which is what I like to run, I can knock down 625 miles a day flat without stopping. I run 11 hours a day. I can cover 600 plus miles a day, you know? Like, you know, and that's something that I like to do. When my dispatch comes in the morning, my dispatch manager comes in and sees this 1,100 mile run done in like 2 days, she's going to be like, we got a nice runner. Let's get him on the West Coast to the Midwest and have him run all day long. Because I will go back and forth from east to west and nothing. And keep running. I don't like sitting. I won't be opposed to doing a 34 when I absolutely need it. But when it comes to running consistently, I would like to run recaps. And recaps, if for those who don't know, I run a whole week. I run, let's say today, I ran 7 hours and 50 minutes today, right? A week from now, if I'm still running and I haven't reset my clock, a week from now, I'll get the 7 hours and 50 minutes back on my time after a week. So every day when a week passes, it starts to catch itself on the recaps of giving you time back for the day that you've already driven. It's hard to explain, I know, and I apologize. But right now I've been running recaps for the last 2.5 days. Well, no, yeah, 3.5 days. And I'm knocking it out. Boom, 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 boom. Going. That's how I was able to cover that many miles. 3,900 or 3,695 miles in a week, guys. And that hasn't even, like, started from Wednesday to Wednesday, right? Or has it been a week already and I just forgotten? Hold on, let me look. You know what, guys? It has been a week. It has been a week already. Uh-huh. It has been a week already. Holy crap, where did the time go, guys? So far, I have no complaints on anything, you know? It is a challenge, you know, to run recaps. But if you do it right, you can always run recaps and never run out of time and keep running solidly. Consistent, you know? What about the cameras, the surveillance stuff? So, good question, John. I have a camera. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, God. Oh, drink time. Oh. Baja Blast all day long, guys. So, God, getting old sucks. You know that getting older sucks. Anyway, so that's a good question. The camera system, I have no problem with having cameras. Now, this particular company and or truck and or company, yeah, that makes it worse, doesn't it, guys? Crap. No, that sucks. Oh well. Anyway, because it's starting to get darker. That's why. So the company does not use the in-facing forward camera. It uses the outside camera for your dash cam to face outward, away from the driver. But it doesn't have the cameras facing in, looking at the driver, from what I am told. Now, to me personally, I could care less on who's looking at me. Because in the long end, I'm not doing anything that they're not going to say nothing about. What is this? Anyway. So, the cameras don't bother me. They don't monitor, from what I'm told, the facing forward camera. And that's alright by me. But if they did, that's alright too. The way I look at it is insurance companies nowadays need some sort of security to show that, oh, by the way, for us to save money for you guys and to reduce the amount of BS that happens to a driver, hold on, guys. Oh my gosh. This cough. I am getting sick and tired of this cough. Hold on, guys. I can't talk for very long today, apparently. Because I'm just going to have coughing spells now. Oh, man. Alright. I apologize, guys. I have no problems with them doing what they do. The insurance companies are coming up with ways to protect themselves, the driver, and mainly the companies are looking at ways to kind of prove that that the drivers are actually doing their jobs, and that lawsuits and fraudulent stuff stop happening as much. You know, they gotta protect themselves and everybody else around them. So I don't mind the cameras at all. I really don't. And I'm gonna get a light that I can put here, because this needs to have something else, in my opinion. You know. But I'm perfectly fine with cameras and all that stuff. And the constant this cough, I'm not going to last much longer on this stream if this cough can't go away. It's been very good, you know. The camera would freak you out. It's not as bad as you think, though, John. You know, you kind of got to ignore the fact that you have a camera pointing at you and just do your job. And just drive. And pay attention to the road. Pay attention around the people around you. And just drive. It's making me a better driver by having the camera, because they can give you feedback. Hey, we've noticed this. Why don't you try this? Or, hey, you're following too close. Even though I'm driving, and I'm saying I'm driving like 400 miles, I'm in a zone, and at times, what I might not think is driving too close, someone else is going to see that and say, hey, wake up. You're driving a little bit too close. Just letting you know. Yeah, it's alright though, John. I know it's recorded. Everything is recorded. Nowadays, anywhere you go, Big Brother's watching you. That's how I look at it. Big Brother is going to be watching you no matter what you're doing, where you go or anything. You know, that's just how it is, you know. And it's like this phone, right? My phone has loads of information on it. It's never, you know. Nice. Encrypted, yeah. And that's fine, you know. Now, the insurance companies, they're just protecting themselves. They're protecting their client. They're, you know, I would imagine the number of drivers that get hit by trucks, when they say, let's sue the driver, and when they go to court and they're able to prove that driver was completely in the right of, he was driving, paying attention, you are the idiot who cut him off and caused that accident. Not the truck driver who was focused on the road, who did everything right from point A to point B, and did absolutely everything correctly by the books to avoid an accident. So, before where they're going to say, oh, well, let's blame the truck driver because he has a bigger truck and there's, you know, let's get more money out of him. Now the cameras are protecting the driver and proving that negligence was on the four-wheeler or the person that caused the accident 9 times out of 10 nowadays. Now, there are times where if it's the driver's fault, it's because it was Not necessarily of him being distracted, but because of something he wasn't aware of. You know? So, that's just some of the things that I've understood. You know? By the way, guys. Oh my goodness. I got a brand new. Of course, you guys ain't going to be able to see it unless I do this. See? My brand new tattoo, guys. My brand new tattoo, guys. Right there. Now, why is it that the, you know, so that was a brand new tattoo. For those who don't know, that's Doctor Who and the police box, time traveler. So I got more tattoos too, so, which is nice, you know. But it's just I like this job. I really do. I like it because it's showing me the importance of how things get from point A to point B, and that I don't care what they say, guys. We are very, very, very essential to the logistical side of America. When it comes to product getting on your guys' shelves at the stores, both rail, land, or by sea, rail, land, air, you name it, transportation, the people who transport the goods from one end of the world to the ports, to the store, to the warehouses, and vice versa, you know, people don't realize the amount of work that goes into putting, say, where is it? Right here. All these items here, right? This keychain, right? Which, God, I'm getting used to this camera. Which has my name on it, right? This is all made by raw material that was transported to a factory. The factory then made a mold and made this part, which then had to go to somewhere. It all comes together, right? I was able to buy this particular part because some driver, truck driver, van driver, whoever, delivered it to the store that I picked it up from and got into my hands. Now, product I'm shipping is going to go out somewhere, but I got it from South Carolina to Wisconsin in 2 days. Someone had to do it. It's not going to transport itself. I mean, food, stuff like that, all gets transported. It's made, then shipped, then bought. And then the process starts all over again. I think truck drivers are underrated for what they do. They're not paid enough to what we have to do. I figured if I work 70 hours a week, which sometimes I work about 50 to 60 hours a week, you know. If I do that, right, let's just say for a fact I made $1,500, which I have done at times. Divide that by, let's just say 60 hours. So that's about $25 an hour. But if you did 1,500 divided by 70, now you're looking at $21 an hour, you know? Oh yeah, the administrative crap. Paperwork, logbooks, all your reports and calls, and it's not that much once you get used to it, because I basically have to go on my phone, look at the app, hit accept pre-plan, drive to location, go through all of my pre-trips, my trailer inspection, my live call list, my product inspection, go through my route, make sure my route's set up correctly. Then I have to do my inspection for my pickup trailer. Then I have to do a tractor inspection again. So that's 2 inspections for the tractor, 2 inspections for the trailer. That's true, devils. It's all a constant effect, you know. 2 inspections for the trailer, 2 inspections for the tractors. I actually do 3 inspections for the tractor because I have to do a pre-trip, a mid-inspection for when I pick up the load and drop the load off. Then I have to do a post-trip every day that I get done driving. Then I have to fill out the paperwork, my trip sheet. Then I have to get on my phone, look at my route. Okay, well, let's go this way, not this way, because this is going to save us time. Oh, but I have a fuel solution on this route, so I have to use this route and then divert back to the... it's just a bunch of mess. And then I have to constantly do check calls, make sure the product's still good, make sure that the reefer's still working. Then I have to do a pre-trip on the reefer. So that's 5 pre-trips in total for one trip in one day. If there's any breakdowns, I have to fill out paperwork for breakdowns. I have to call people in the office for breakdowns. It's a lot of stuff that your driver does, and we just have to deal with it. We are basically a manager of ourselves in this truck. I am the manager of this entire truck and what's on the back of my trailer. I am in charge, therefore I am the captain of my ship. All is in one sentence. Captain of my ship. I am the captain of this truck. Therefore, I say what goes on when I stop, when I go, when I stop again. I am the captain, which means I have to fill out everything to a T, including logbooks, and make sure it's filled out correctly. Because I have my boss, I hate to say it, my main boss, other than the people I work for, right, on the road. My main boss can pop in at any time and say, pull around and present all your paperwork for the inspection. Oh, yeah. All right. Coming out to do your truck inspection. That's my boss. That's the person that makes sure I'm doing my job correctly. If he's not happy, he could say, I'm going to have to put you on 34-hour notice until this is fixed, or I'm going to have to give you a fine for this, this, and this, all because we didn't do our jobs correctly. I didn't do my job correctly. My company didn't do something correctly, which caused me to get the fine. Most of the time, the company pays the fine, but I end up with the points on my license. And let me tell you, there's nothing worse than having a failed inspection on your license. I personally don't have a failed inspection. I have what they call a warning of a possible failed inspection. And it's only because I had a marker light on my trailer go out, and I had a bad tire on a trailer. Now, the officer didn't hold me accountable for the tire on the trailer, but he held me accountable for a safety violation on the marker light being out. He didn't give me the fine, but he gave me the write-up that goes on my name, which means both my company and me are on it. My company has to pay the fine. But now I have a report on my record saying this is what happened at this location. And it stays with you for a while. I still have a warning on Oklahoma for going 5 over the speed limit because I had a DOT officer at the time pull me over for going 5 miles an hour over. It was going from a 55 to a 45, and I was slowing down, but he still pulled me over because I was going 5 over the speed limit. However, he gave me a warning on that, but what I didn't know was a warning is a lot worse than getting a ticket. I had much rather have gotten a ticket than a warning. Now, can anyone tell me why would I want a ticket instead of a warning? Like, you guys must be thinking, well, this kid is an idiot. I want a warning, not a ticket. But in this case, I want the ticket instead of the warning. Does anybody know why I want that? I'll give you some time to think about it. And then I'll tell you the answer, and then I'll explain why I gave that answer. Wow. So, part of the reason why truck drivers want a ticket more so than a warning is because we can fight a ticket. We can go to court and physically fight a ticket and say to the judge, hey, this is what happened. Let's fight this. Let's see if we can get this removed completely and dismissed. If you get a warning, you cannot fight or challenge a warning. You're legally not allowed to fight a warning because it's just a slap on the wrist. A ticket, you can fight. You can go to traffic court, fight it, and be like, okay. Once you're given a warning, the judge ain't going to fight that. Ain't nobody going to touch that. You know? So, you know, and that's just some things that I've learned. You know, I'd rather have a ticket than a warning, but it's all right, you know. Even with cars, same thing goes with cars. You'd rather get a ticket than a warning, because if you go to a judge and say, hey, you gave me a warning for this, I'm not going to dismiss a warning, man, because you didn't get fined. Have a good day. You know? So, this particular week, I'm at 2,300 miles this week with these 3 runs since starting the new pay week. Tomorrow's Tuesday, or tomorrow's Monday. I could potentially add another 300 or 400 miles onto my run. It is what it is, you know. Now, your violations that you can't really fight are things that fighting a ticket for DOT sakes is going to be a little bit more challenging, but it's doable, you know. But yeah, so tomorrow is delivery day. I can get this load in the morning, come back here at my truck stop, hopefully, hopefully it'll have a pre-plan ready for me once I get everything squared away, But if not, I'll just sit and wait and maybe, just maybe do a 34-hour reset. Just maybe. We'll see, Because I ain't going to have a whole lot of hours left to play with if things keep going the way they're going. I'm going to have to do a 34-hour reset somewhere along the line. So, but yeah, it's fun. But yeah, so, but anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because my voice is starting to go. And, yeah, so I'll catch you guys sometime tomorrow. I'm not going to start the stream when I deliver because I'm going to a place where I know they're not going to really like people videotaping and stuff. So, I'm not going to show you guys the drop-off point, but I did make it to Wisconsin. And it was a fun trip. I really enjoyed the trip to Wisconsin. And we'll see where we go from here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. My voice is starting to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I'll catch you guys sometime tomorrow after I deliver this load. Have a good night.